Today's lesson is 2.9. We are problem solving division. So the essential question, how can the strategy draw a diagram help you solve a division problem? Unlocking the problem. Sean and his family chartered a fishing boat for the day. Sean caught the blue marlin and an amberjack. The weight of the blue marlin was 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. The combined weight of both fish was 273 pounds. How much did each fish weigh? So they want to know, I need to find out the weight of each fish, okay? So how can I use, what information do I need to use? Well, I need to know that Sean caught a total of 273 pounds, right? Because right here it tells me it's 273 pounds for both fish. And the weight of the blue marlin was 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. So how can I use this information? Well, I can draw a diagram. So I have my amberjack. I have a box right here for my amberjack, right? And the marlin is 12 times as great. So I'm going to need 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my diagram shows that the marlin is 12 times as great as the amberjack. When I'm doing this, that means I'm going to have 12 boxes plus the 1, which is 13. So that means I'm going to take the 273 and divide by 13 because I have 13 here. I have 12 times as great as the amberjack, right? So let's go ahead and divide. We've got 13 going into 273. Well, 13 can't go into 2, but it can go into 27, and it goes in 2 times. 2 times 13, as you see there, they wrote 26. When I subtract 27 from 26, I get 1. Remember, I need to bring down my 3, so I'm going to bring down my 3. So now I have 13. I have 13 going into 13. 13 goes into 13 one time. So I'm going to put my 1 above here. 13 times 1 is 13. And then I'm going to subtract. 13 from 13 is 0. So the answer is 21. That means I'm going to have 21 in each of these boxes. Okay, because 21 times 13 is going to give me the 273. So let me finish writing 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Okay, so the amberjack weighed 21 pounds, right? But the marlin weighed 21, okay, times these 12 boxes. So if I have 21 times the 12 boxes, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Put my 0, and then I have 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2. So I get 252. So the blue marlin weighed 252 pounds, and the amberjack weighed 221 pounds. I can check my work by adding 252 and 21, and I should get the 273. Okay, try another problem. Jason, Murray, and Dana went fishing. Dana caught a red snapper. Jason caught a tuna with 3 times as great a weight as the weight of the red snapper. Murray caught a sailfish with 12 times as great a weight as the red snapper. The combined weight of the 3 fish was 208 pounds. How much did the tuna weigh? So what do I need to find out? Well, I need to find out the weight of the tuna, right? What information am I going to use? Here we go. I'm going to use the 3 fish, right? The weight of the 3 fish was 208 pounds. I'm going to use that the tuna was 3 times as great as the red snapper, and I'm going to use that the sailfish was 12 times as great as the red snapper. And how am I going to use that information? Well, I can draw a bar model. Okay, so the snapper, right? So we've got our snapper, and we've got 1 box for our snapper. The tuna was 3 times as much as the snapper, so I'm going to draw 3 boxes to represent 3 times more than that 1 snapper. Well, the sailfish was 12 times as much as the tuna, right? So I'm going to draw 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and the total weight of all 3 fish was 208 pounds. So now I have to find out what I'm going to divide it by to be able to get this. So if I'm looking, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to divide it by 16 because I have to divide it by the 12 sailfish, the 3 tuna, and the snapper because my snapper is the original Tuna fish was 3 times as much as the snapper. My sailfish was 12 times as much as the snapper. So now I have 16 going into 208. 16 can't go into 2, but it can go into 20. 16 goes into 20 one time. 16 times 1 is 16. I subtract 20 from 16 is 4. Then I'm going to bring down my 8. 16 goes into 48 3 times. And then you're going to do 16 times 3. Got 18. 3 and 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, so it goes in equally 48. Subtract, I get nothing left over. So that means that each of these boxes represents 13. So the snapper is 13 pounds. And the tuna fish is 13 plus 3, so that's 10, 20, 30, 39 pounds, right? And then the sailfish is 13 plus 13 plus 13. It's 13 12 times, or 12 times 13, right? So 12 times 13. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Put my 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. I get 156. So my sailfish is 156 pounds. So I have the tuna weighed 39 pounds. Okay. How can I check to see if my answer is right? Well, I can add up the 13 pounds, the 39 pounds, and the 156 pounds, and I should get 208 pounds. Okay, share and show. Paul caught a tarpon with a weight that is 10 times as great as the weight of the permit fish she caught. The total weight of the 2 fish was 132 pounds. How much did each fish weigh? So you can choose a strategy over here. I'm personally going to draw a diagram like I did before. So first I'm going to draw 1 box to represent the weight of the permanent fish. Then I'm going to draw 10 boxes represent the weight of the tarpon fish, because it's 10 times as great. So let me first move this. So I have my permit fish. I'm going to draw 1 box to represent my permit fish. The tarpon fish is 10 times as great. So I'm going to draw 10 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I'm going to divide the total of fish by the number of boxes that I drew. So if the total of fish was supposed to be 132 pounds, and I have 10, 11. So I have 11 boxes, right? So I'm going to divide the 132 by 11. So I have 132 divided by 11, so I can find out how much fits in each one of those boxes. 11 can't go into 1, they can go into 13 one time. I subtract 13 from 11 and I get 2. I bring down my 2, I have 22. 11 goes into 22 2 times, and it goes in equally. So the answer is 12. So in each of these boxes, I have 12 pounds. Okay, so 12 pounds in each of these boxes. If I were to add up all these boxes plus that box of 12, I would get 132. So that means the permit fish is 12 pounds, okay? And the tarpon fish is 12 pounds times this 10, which is 120 pounds. When I add 120 plus 12, I get 132 pounds. So the permit fish weighed 12 pounds and the tarpon fish weighed 120 pounds. Okay, what if the tarpon was 11 times the weight of the permit fish? So here's my permit fish. Here's my tarpon fish. So now I'm going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I have my permit fish, which is 1, and then I have 11 because it's 11 times greater. So now I have 11 plus 1, which is 12. So now I'm going to divide 132 by 12. 12 goes into 13 one time. I'm going to put my 12 there. I'm going to subtract. I get 1 left over. I bring down my 2. And I've got 12 going into 12 one time, which is 12. Subtract, I get 0. So the permit fit, so each one of these is now going to be worth 11. Each of these is going to be worth 11. Okay, so each of the boxes is now worth 11. So that means the permit fish is 11 pounds. And the tarpon fish is 11 times the 11 boxes. And 11 times 11, we have 1 and 1. Put my 0, 1 and 1, so I get 121 pounds. Okay, looking at the next one. John caught 4 fish that weighed a total of 252 pounds. The kingfish weighed twice as much as the amberjack, and the white marlin weighed twice as much as the kingfish. The weight of the tarpon is 5 times as much as the weight of the amberjack. How much did each fish weigh? Okay, so we have the total of the fish is 252. The kingfish weighed twice as much as the amberjack, so here's my amberjack, and my kingfish is twice as much, so I'm going to draw 2 boxes to represent my twice as much. My marlin fish is 4 times as much, so I'm going to draw 4 times as much. There's my 4 times as much. My tarpon fish is 5 times as much, so I'm going to draw 5 times as much. Okay? And then I have, so if I'm looking at this, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to divide my 252 by the 12 boxes that I've drawn. 12 goes into 25 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. I subtract, I get a 1. I bring down my 2. 12 goes into 12 1 time. 12 times 1, 12 is 12. I subtract, I get 0. So each one of these boxes is worth 21. Each one of these boxes is going to be worth 20. Okay, so each one of the boxes is worth 21. And in doing so, that means my amberjack fish is 21. My kingfish is going to be 21 plus 21, which is 42. And then I have 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21 for my marlin fish. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Okay, and then my tarpon fish is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 21. So I'm just going to multiply that because it'll be a little easier. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10, so I get 105. So the amberjack is 21 pounds, the kingfish is 42 pounds, the marlin is 84 pounds, and the tarpon fish is 105 pounds. Please do the on your own by yourself. If you need help, I'm on the carpet.